Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is our very first Q&A episode, and which will be about the French canals. So thanks so much for all your questions. We've written them down, put them together, and we've got them here in this little bag.
Yep.
So we're gonna be pulling them out randomly, and yeah, let's see how we get on. So Lee, would you like to start?
Yeah, we're in Le Lavandou at the moment. We're still here. You can see beautiful scenery in the background. And the first question is from Harvey G. Harvey. And he asked, did you have to get any special paperwork, vaccinations for PJ?
Oh, first question about PJ. So, yes.
Rabies. We had to get the
Rabies. So
injection.
basically, PJ's got the European passport. We done his Polish passport, and to get that, he needed some vaccinations, including the rabies. And then every year, we had to go and do his other vaccinations, like, you know, the standard ones.
Yeah, just the general cat ones.
Yes, and now they're valid for 3 years, so we don't have to do anything for 3 years.
No, that's it.
Okay.
And one for you.
One for me.
Let's pick a hard one.
Okay. Question from Rod. In hindsight, would it have been worth it to have the mast shipped, or would you still cradle it on the boat for the transit? Okay, no. You answered that.
We did consider having it shipped on a lorry or a trailer from Calais to whenever we got to Marina in Port St. Louis. But it would have worked, I think, 2,500 euros.
Yeah, it's very expensive.
It's very, very expensive.
Yeah.
And after going through the canals with our mast on the boat, that's the way we would do it again.
Yeah, actually it wasn't too bad at all, you know.
Once you get used to the mast being there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we were going through the French canals, we'll definitely have it on a boat again. So it's not a problem. Yeah, I don't think so there's need to ship it.
No, there's no need to ship it at all.
No.
Yeah, just keep it well protected. And
yeah. Although we
keep it off the locks.
Exactly. So although we hit it twice in the locks, and we had damage to our
trestles, mast trestles.
Exactly, and we had to fix it twice. Still, even with that,
there was no damage to the mast at all.
We will do it again. So yeah. Okay.
Okay, one for me again. And we have here Magda K. And Magda asks, if you did the canals again, would you try a different route, season, or anything you would have done differently?
Okay, I'll get that one.
That's one for you.
All right, so yes, we would do the different route, but only because we would like to see some different scenery, and because we already gone through the Champagne region, you know, so purely for that reason, we would choose different routes just so we can experience something else and enjoy different part of France. What was it that, would we do anything different?
Yeah, would you do anything differently?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Everything seemed okay. No. Oh, and yes, to go, season, would you
different
have
season.
different season? Yes, so maybe, no, I think going in the autumn is nice time to go.
There's less weed.
Less
boats.
Less boats. Maybe leaving 3 weeks earlier. So instead of getting into the canals towards the end of September, would be better, I think, to get it beginning of September.
Beginning of September.
Yeah, but it's a nice time to go because, like Lee said, it's less boats, so you have less competition to get into the marinas. If there are few, that's more towards the end of the journey. But also, you know, in the canals, you know, locks you've got pretty much to yourself. You can stop anywhere you want. You don't have to wait for anyone.
No, that's right.
If you want to stop in designated areas, you know, you can stop. Although there is only, because they have only few places available.
Yeah, they're not. When they say marinas, they're not really like a typical marina. It's just a few pontoons with stops on, and electricity and water.
Exactly.
So in the summer,
and they're quite limited. There's only like 4 or 5 spaces, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you know, imagine in a high season, you know, if you arrive too late, then you have nowhere to stop, and will add to that stress of finding place. And at least at that time of the year, you just kind of carry on, and pretty much, you know, you always have somewhere to stop.
Yeah.
So Yeah, I would do it, I think, in a...
Yeah, because sometimes we went for days without seeing another boat.
Yeah, that's right.
In the early days when we left Calais,
Yes.
on a few of the canals, we didn't see another boat for days.
Yes, because that was the less known route as well,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it was actually quite nice, you know, because you had that mental break from
Yeah,
civilization.
yeah. You was in no pressure to go fast or slow, so
No,
you go
exactly.
your own pace.
Exactly. Okay, one more.
One more for you.
Oh, I've got another one from Rod. Any tips for keeping the phones drier and preventing issues with the moisture? I don't think so. We can advise much on that.
No, we was pretty useless at keeping our phones dry.
Yeah, we failed badly.
And, yeah, they died pretty badly.
Yes.
Once we got onto the zone, really,
Yeah.
it became really foggy and damp.
Yeah, we did not. The thing is, we had those pockets, isn't it?
Yeah.
For
yeah.
phones to keep the, you know, where you go paddle boarding or something. But we didn't think it's gonna be so
No.
damp that we actually have to place them in it. And then when it happened, it was
Yeah,
too
it was
late
too late.
anyway. So yeah.
But the amazing thing is, all our older appliances, like our old tablet, was not affected. It was only the newer stuff.
Isn't it?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, both our phones. But
But yeah,
anyway,
it can get damp.
that's it for here, no? Or you want to do one more?
I'll do one more.
How many done? Okay.
I'll do one more, because... Okay. Harvey G again. Would you do it again? Would do what again?
Canals.
Oh, the canals, yeah.
Definitely. I would.
Yes, I would. It was enjoyable. It's a great experience.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, I could recommend it. It's
Definitely.
it really improves your boat handling skills, improves your French,
Yeah.
and it's a nice slow
And
way.
it's different.
It's a nice slow holiday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
French canals, really
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Okay. So here we are, another beach in the Lavandou. We've moved along the coast a little bit.
Yeah, it's not too far. So another location and another set of questions.
And so we go, let's dive straight in. And first question today is from Rod. Rod, how do you handle waiting for the lock? Do you motor and drift, or was there a place to tie up while waiting?
Okay, you want it?
Yes, a lot of the locks we did have to wait.
Yeah.
So some of them we just circled. If there was room outside, we'd just circle round and around until the lock keeper gave us the call to go in.
Yeah, because usually there wouldn't be enough time to actually soft tie up, because by the time you do that,
Yeah.
you know, so it's not that long wait, but sometimes we did wait a long time.
On other locks, when we saw they was opening, we would just slow down,
Yeah.
idle, sort of just drift towards the lock and motor in once it was open. So
Yeah.
yeah,
There are some places as well you can stop by, but usually it's just for like one boat or two maximum. And
Yeah.
the option. So
yeah, I think we may have tied up 2 or 3 times
yeah,
while we was waiting for a lock to open.
yeah.
A lot,
Out of 213 locks, so
a lot of other boaters do tie up there overnight
yeah.
outside the lock, waiting to be the first ones in the morning.
Yeah.
But
You're not supposed to stop.
you're not
there
supposed to do
overnight.
that. Yeah.
But you know, once the locks are closed and nobody there, who will know anyway? So
Yeah.
if you're struggling to find a place,
Yeah.
you know, we can always stop by the locks.
Yeah, more
Most of the time they've got places.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. Okay, next one. That one. Oh, I've got a question from Shane P.
Shane P. How are you, Shane?
The cost from Calais to Port St. Louis. Okay, here I need to get the paper
Yeah,
out.
this is quite detailed
So the
to
cost.
be accurate.
Yes, so the biggest question I'm guessing is about the diesel, how much we spend on diesel. So to get through Calais to Port St. Louis. On diesel we spent 291.96 euros, so 292 euros basically.
Yeah.
Then obviously you need to buy vignette, so you can go through the French canals.
We bought two, didn't we?
We bought two. Yeah, so we bought one vignette for a month for our boat, was 127 euros. And we bought, because we bought for 2 months, we spent 254 euros. Okay? Because we didn't know that once you get on the rivers, you don't need the vignette. So basically, it's literally just for the canals. If we knew that, we could have saved 2 weeks' worth money, but
Yeah, we wasn't sure whether it's we had to buy the vignette for the rivers as well, but it turns out you don't have to.
Exactly.
It's just basically for the canals.
exactly. So instead of buying another month, we could have only bought for 2 weeks. But
Yeah.
anyway. Okay, gas, cooking gas. We only had to exchange the bottle once, which cost us 31 euros. And the cost of the stops and marinas, that's nicely only 95 euros. And that includes those marinas more on the rivers, because at the beginning of the journey in canals, because we were stopping more random places,
Yeah, on
the
the
costs were little. So basically, the more south you go, the more expensive it gets.
Yeah, the more marinas you have to look for.
Yeah,
But at this time of year it was very cheap, so
exactly.
and there was no tourist tax this time of year.
Exactly. I think if we were doing it in the summer, I mean, that cost would be at least 4 times more.
Yeah.
No, the cheapest marinas, let's call them, the stops, was 7 euros. And
Yeah.
then, it goes south, it was 11, 12. Then you get to the proper marinas and you've got 19, 20 and so on.
Yeah.
So it depends where you stop. So the total was for 2 months, just under 672 euros. Okay? And obviously you have to add to that the cost of the mast. Okay? So you have to have your mast taken down and then put up again. So we thought we're going to include that as well, because
Yeah.
obviously you need to do that. And that's 150 euros each way. Okay? And food for us, the food for 2 people and a cat, about 600 euros. So all together, it costs us just under 1,600 euros, which is about 1,300 pounds
Yeah.
for 2 months.
Yeah, for 2 months.
Yeah, so not too bad. It all depends how much you like to eat and what you eat, I guess.
Yeah, you can go out more and enjoy yourselves, and
Exactly. So this is, we didn't go crazy. We tried to save money.
yeah, because we want to keep the cost down, so we could do this basically.
Exactly.
But-
So, yeah, so that's the costs.
Okay, I'm going to twiddle this one around a bit. Let's see what I can find lurking somewhere at the bottom. And we have Loving Life.
Question from Loving Life.
Loving Life and also Cane Man. Favourite stop and why?
Oh, I answered that one.
Yeah, because this is a difficult one for me.
Yes, so we had few favorite stops. It all depends really. We are doing all different things in different places. So pick one favorite stop, it's really hard, We absolutely love stopping in North Pond, because obviously that's where we made friends with Lisa and Naya. And we had a wonderful time there, and we went to more sightseeing as well. And it was honestly such an enjoyable weekend. We loved also Viviers. That town we showed you looks like a ghost town with no people in it, but with amazing views.
Yeah, the
that was-
Assassin's Creed one.
Yes,
That was good.
that's the one.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing place as well. So
This is Chaumont.
Chaumont,
Chaumont-sur-Saône.
yeah,
It's really nice.
yeah. Yeah, so I think those 3 I would pick.
Amazing. The one that stands out the most to me is the one we stopped by the cemetery.
Oh, Faux Lane.
Faux Lane, yeah.
Faux Lane by the cemetery.
There was nothing there.
No.
It was nothing special, but it was such a good experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually had this weird character. I
Yeah,
think maybe
yeah,
because
yeah.
it was close, so close to the cemetery,
Yeah.
and they gave it that eerie,
Yeah, that was good.
you know, that was good.
Yeah.
Okay,
There you go.
I'll get the question hopefully for you. So this question we've got from Karolina. What was the hardest thing you had to deal with while cruising the French waterways? What?
Probably PJ.
Yes,
Yeah, the hardest thing we had to deal with, I guess, was
the weed.
yeah, the weed. Yeah, the weed and the locks, basically.
Yes.
And that was it. And in certain places, finding somewhere to stop, but that wasn't such a big issue. That only happened once or twice.
Yes.
But yeah, the weed.
I think the weed is
slowed us
number
down a lot. Coming out of the locks.
Because it's
on
the
the
weed that
canals.
causes us the problems, isn't it?
Yes, the
We
weed.
had
Yeah,
two problems with the engines,
Yeah.
and both caused by the weed. So I would say that's the worst.
yeah, the weed. The weed was particularly bad coming out of the locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the tunnels.
tunnel.
In the tunnels, it was terrible.
Oh, it's crazy.
It should never have been there, but
Yeah.
it was.
There we go.
And you guess no, I think that's it really.
Yeah.
Yeah, wasn't too much hassle anywhere.
No. No.
No, we found the French people really helpful.
Oh yes.
So yeah, we heard a lot of rumours that the lock keepers are this and them. They don't like to help you, but yeah, we never had any problems.
No. They were all very nice.
Okay. Now, good rummage round. I found one. This is a good one. Must be a good one. This is quite a thick one.
So, from?
This is from Keith Beck. Keith Beck asked this question, and also Dave.
Okay.
And they would like to know, have you any particular make of boat you're looking to continue your adventures?
Okay, so not strictly canal related, but yes. After going through the French canals, actually getting soaked in the rain and in the moisture and our failed crossing to Corsica, we decided that we would love a boat, center cockpit boat, so we are a little bit more protected from elements. And I guess that will be the main thing we're looking for.
Yeah, it'll be a larger boat, center cockpit, hopefully probably long keel, maybe a ketch, be nice to sail.
Yeah.
And more comfortable center cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be looking for. So yeah, watch this space.
Yes. Shall we do one more question before we move to another location?
Yeah, do one more.
Yeah. Apologies for my nose, guys. I have allergy. I don't know what for, because normally it was just the rapeseeds back in UK, but there's something got me here as well.
Yeah,
So
it could be the mimosa.
could be mimosa. Oh my
Oh,
God,
no.
that's a long one.
Gert.
From Gert. So, why a double railway bridge? Why is half a bridge still blocking traffic? Why only a goodbye in English in the last log? Why still Lee mentioned bullfighting in the Colosseum? So that's the...
Okay, the first one about the railway bridge. I guess that was Avignon,
Yes.
where you had the two separate tracks going over the Rhone. I did look this up, and the reasons they gave was for maintenance reasons. So they don't have to close both sets of tracks.
Yeah.
If there's any major maintenance needs to be carried out on the tracks, they can keep the other track open, and the trains can go across.
Yes.
That's like it was started in 1996, and they completed it by 1998. Believe it or
Oh,
not.
that's quick.
Yeah.
That's quick. Okay, I'll get the next one. Why is half a bridge still blocking traffic? So that's definitely the one in Avignon,
Yeah.
the one which is on a UNESCO list. Why is still blocking traffic? I guess because everybody is stopping to look at it.
Yes.
Okay, the next one. Why only goodbye in English in the last log? Actually, Gerd, there was in French as well. I think you missed that one.
Yeah, we did say goodbye in French and in English, I think.
Yes.
And why has Lee mentioned bullfighting in the Colosseum?
Yes.
I think they have a kind of bullfighting now in the Colosseum.
But it's different. It's
yeah,
not like
it's different.
Spanish one.
No. It's more for aesthetic reasons and tourism.
Yeah.
It's more like a play.
Yeah. It's not the You know.
They used to have real proper bullfighting, you know, when it was first built, obviously.
Yeah.
Everything was about fighting and plays. But now it's just a stage thing they do.
Yeah. And that's the oldest from the Arles.
Arles, yeah.
I think that's from the Arles Colosseum.
Yeah, but I like that. Was a nice place as well. It's one of my favourite places as well, Arles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go and find another location so
Yeah.
we can show you some other scenery.
Okay, see you at the next location.
Absolutely gorgeous. Looking for a spot to film. So pretty in here.
Yeah, all these wild flowers.
Wow.
Smell them as well.
Oh yes, the smell is so strong. Wow. And the view.
Some kind of primrose, maybe.
Okay, so I think we found quite a nice spot.
It's a lovely spot.
And the smell is absolutely amazing. So strong, yeah.
The bees are up already. So.
Even through my half-blocked nose, I can smell it. It's quite strong, so I can imagine how you must smell it. Okay. So we just went up for the walk up the hills. We're still in a lavender area anyway. Can open it again. There you go.
Yeah, it's what, half an hour talk.
Yeah. Okay, you wanna start?
Okay. First question.
First questions on the hills. From?
Is from Cane Man.
Okay.
Yeah. And what's the best place to position your boat in the lock?
At the back of the lock.
Yeah, facing forward.
Yeah, facing forward at the back. Why? Because at the front of the locks, that's where the water comes out, you know, from the bottom to fill up the lock, and it gets quite violent there. All locks are different.
Yeah, all the pumps are different. They're all different, regulated differently. So
yeah, and we found the more violent one in a smaller locks. In smaller lock, the more violent the water is.
When you want to get ready, brace yourself, is when the pumps are not working and they let the water in manually.
Yes.
Because then they just go for it and open it up.
Yes.
Away you go.
Definitely. So anywhere at the back.
Anywhere at the back.
Okay.
Preferably close to a ladder. Tie onto a ladder.
Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. You need to tie to something. Okay, so next question is from Andy S. Did you learn anything new while going through the French canals? Yes, we mentioned already in one of the questions, boat handling skills improved greatly.
Yeah.
Especially stopping with the boat in an exact spot when you need. Okay, I have to say, before we got into the French canals, one of my biggest worries always was getting into the marinas. You know, trying to park up in a spot, not hitting other boats, not hitting the pontoons. Oh my God, you know, it was always the most stressful part for me while sailing. But you know what, going through the French canals, when we come out, when we went to the Port St. Louis Marina, it didn't even cross my mind. I actually forgot that I was worried at some point about marinas. We just went in no problem. And that's definitely thanks to going through the French canals, because, you know, you had to be very precise very often, especially when you had to handle it against that strong current, you know. And yeah, I learned a lot.
Yeah, especially going into some of the locks when the water's pumping up. It tends to push you one way or the other.
Exactly.
You get used to it and you prepare yourself for it.
Yeah. So so that was definitely a good decision to do that. The French canals just for that.
Yeah, you've definitely got a lot more confidence going into marine.
Oh yes. Sure. Oh yes. I even forgot that I was worried at some point. Okay. Next one.
Okay. I don't know why I'm closing my eyes.
Have you got the other question?
Yes, in my pocket.
Okay.
From Song Signing.
Oh,
I guess that's Becky.
that's Becky, yes.
Do I need to send some Yorkshire tea bags?
Yes, please.
There we are. We've only got about 300 left.
Exactly. We need at least 1,000 more. So yeah, bring it on.
No, the tea's pretty good here. We've found one brand of English tea and we got used to it.
Yeah.
It's about half the strength of Yorkshire tea, but
Yeah, but if you leave it long enough,
yeah,
and brew it
it's
is
small enough cups.
not. We've got only cups like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
tea, we're fine for tea. Thank you. Anyway,
Yes.
we appreciate it.
Next
Your
one.
name goes on the list.
Yes, definitely. Question from Magda K. What were the currents like? Okay, you answered that one. So obviously that's about rivers, isn't it?
Yeah, there was some currents on the canals. Very, very mild currents. You know, when it opened the locks,
True.
to pull you along, or like I say, going into the locks. When they're pumping the water out. But the main currents were on the rivers, on the Saone and the Rhone, and it wasn't as bad as we thought there was going to be. What we'd heard and what we'd read, we thought, oh, this is going to be quite scary if it all goes wrong. But no, there was you don't really know. It's the same as any other river.
Yeah,
I would say.
maybe because we were in autumn. In the spring, obviously.
In the spring, it's going to be worse after the melt.
Exactly.
The Rhone does get unnavigable.
Yeah.
For small craft.
Yes, and we were going with the current as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
coming the other way.
Yeah, coming the other way, it would be much harder. I don't think so. We would attempt it because we just spent too much time fighting against it. I think, unless you've got bigger boat, you know.
You just have to prepare for more time.
Yeah.
You would get up the Rhone, but it would take you a lot longer.
Yeah. Okay. Another one.
Good one. And this one's from Dave.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave. How much did you pay for your westerly?
Oh.
That's a tricky question.
Yes, that's not
because we bought it
on eBay. We found it on eBay.
From a brilliant guy called Graham.
Let's just tell a quick story because we were looking for the boat for quite a long time, and it was Saturday morning. We were still laying in bed. We were in a mattress because we just moved into our new house, so we didn't have bed. It's just some mattress, blow-up mattress. And Lee was on the phone going through the adverts on eBay, and Sperry come up. And still, that one looks nice, and it was in Portsmouth, in Gosport, and it was very good price. So we really liked it. We had, like, you know, when you get that feeling, you see something and you know, okay, that's the one. So straight away we sent a message to the guys that available. He said yes, and he said, okay, we will be down there in 4 hours. So we quickly just got up, ate the breakfast, got in the car, we drove there, and pretty much we bought it on the spot. Yeah,
we paid 5,500 pounds for it.
That's all. Yeah,
and that even included the rest of the year's mooring fees on a residential mooring.
Yes, and we bought it in March. So we had a nearly whole year of
residential, 350 a month.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a really good buy.
No, it was only a few months, I think. Yeah, but still, it was pretty good.
Still a good buy. And then we spent, I guess, 6,000.
I think a bit more.
Renovation, a bit more.
Yeah.
So all in all, it came to about £12,000.
Yeah.
So it was still a good buy for what we've got.
Exactly. And we done it, you know, how we want. And we know we've got a brand new engine. And definitely, you know, I think we're more confident in this boat than we will have to buy second hand.
We know it inside out.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, not a bad buy. Okay, my turn.
It may be coming up for sale soon, or raffle.
Yes.
If we find another boat, so stay tuned.
Exactly. Question from Mark T. Thanks, Mark. Okay. Is there any feature? Oh, it's related. Look. Is there any feature that is not on your boat, but you wished you had while going through French canals?
Yes.
Yes. And I think we think about the same thing. You say it.
Yeah, bow thruster.
Definitely.
Definitely helps you in the locks.
Big time.
I think if you're going to do it on your own, the bow thruster is a big help.
Yes.
Because you can stand at the stern and hold the ladder, and the bow thruster can keep the bow in as the water comes towards you.
Exactly.
Big help.
You keep it in position, because instead of bow thruster, we had to do the job of keeping the boat in.
Yeah, we had to use 2 ropes.
Yeah.
2 mooring lines.
Yeah.
One from the stern, one from the bow.
Exactly.
If you've got a bow thruster, you can have 1 line from the stern and it should be okay.
Yep.
So yeah, bow thruster.
Yeah. So yeah, when we're gonna get the next boat, we definitely look for the one with bow thruster. That's a must. Although we're not gonna go through the French canals, but we can see how easy it is to with bow thruster.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Excuse me.
Rod again.
Oh.
We got Rod. How helpful were the bikes on the canal journey? Well, on the canals there wasn't much help at all, but they came in very handy going to the shops.
Yes.
And it was something we was in 2 minds when we started off. When we started, you know, equipping ourselves for the French canals, we was thinking, should we buy bikes? Should we buy bikes? But we found a couple of cheap bikes. I bought one off Craig. And,
Hi, Craig.
Yeah, hi, Craig. And we still got them. And yeah, they come in very handy. I would recommend getting a couple of fold-up bikes.
Yeah, it keeps you fit as well, you know, because being on a boat, like, you don't get that much exercise, isn't it? And it's nice to do different, different activity as well. You know, it gives you that mental break as well, because your brain is doing something different, and, you know, gets you out there. And yeah, and you save on time, because instead of walking to the shop for, you know, for shopping 3 hours, you get the job done in an hour and a half. So
yeah,
that's better. Okay, this one. Walmart Willie, how much did you spend on fuel? Okay, we already answered that question, isn't it?
yeah, how much was it?
I can't remember now. Just under 300 euros. It was 200 something, so I'm just rounding it up, because it was, I think, just under 300 euros.
Yeah.
All right.
One more?
Yep.
Here we go. From Rod. Okay.
Rod.
Did the late season transition make things more or less difficult? I think it made things easier. There were less boats on the canals to contend with. There was still plenty of staff on the canals, and there were less weed than in the summer, definitely, because the weed was dying off. Although there was plenty of weed in the summer, it's a different story. And cost as well. I think going that late in the season, it kept the cost down in the marinas and various other places.
Yeah.
And I think the only other time I would go is in the spring.
Yes.
Before the weed gets to its full height.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go in the summer.
No.
No.
Or the winter.
Or the winter. Brilliant. So, shall we go and find another nice spot?
Yeah, let's go and see if we can find somewhere else.
Brilliant.
We're back in the marine now at Port Lavandou. You can see the restaurants behind us, and the marina office, the captainary, is just over there. It's a lovely bright day, and we're going to carry on with the questions. And the first question today is from Dave.
Oh.
Hi, Dave. Do you have much sailing experience, and have you done any RYA courses? That's what Dave is asking.
Okay. Not that much.
No, we don't have that much sailing experience.
We kind of carry on and hoping for the best.
No,
we're not that bad. I mean,
we know how to sail a boat.
Yeah, we know how to sail the boat. Well, we think we do.
Yeah.
And we're moving from A to B. Have we done any courses? So years and years ago, we done some RIA sailing dinghy courses, you know, like very basic ones. But, you know, it's basic, but it gives you good idea of how to trim the sails and stuff like this. So we've got some background
Yeah, that's
that way.
all right. And
And
VHF radio,
yes, that's right. You
course,
have
marine
VHF.
course. We had to do that. Well, I had to do that
Yep.
for the
right.
French canals.
Yes. Oh, and I've done actually the theory of day skipper.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm hoping at some point to do the practical. I didn't do it in UK; it's just too cold to do it there. I'm hoping to do it somewhere warm, Greece, Croatia, or while we go along. Unless, or maybe you get somebody instructor on our boat, and we can do it on our boat. So that'll be great.
Yeah. Once the weather warms up.
Yeah. Ah, okay. Yeah, my turn. So the next question is from Harvey G.
Hi, Harvey.
Were there any stops along the canals that you would have liked to have stopped but didn't get to?
Oh, that's a good question.
It's a hard question. From what research we done, I think we stopped everywhere we liked to, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
And we had some extra stops as well, which we didn't expect.
I guess if we took a different route,
Yes,
then, you know, there'd be different places we'd like to go.
that's right.
But mainly on our route, we saw,
Pretty much what we planned.
Yeah,
and what
most
we
of the places-
hoping to see, isn't it?
yeah, what we wanted to see. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
So, no.
That's good story. So,
Yeah.
oh, guess who?
It's Rod again. Do the prices for marinas change by the time of the year? Good question. Another good question. Yes, they do. It's
Quite a lot, actually.
yeah, I think they practically double in high season.
Yeah.
Maybe more in some marinas.
Yeah.
It varies on marina to marina. They all have certain prices and certain rates, and the season starts at different times.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely an increase. Big increase.
So yes, I mean, if you're talking about marinas here in the Med, sometimes it's even 4 times more. But if we're talking about the canals,
Yeah.
it's either you pay or you don't. I think in the low season you don't pay at all because they shut. Or the few of them which I open, then the prices are the same.
Yeah.
It changes in the Med.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. So, guess who? Rod, thank you very much. Is there a section you wished you had more time for? Yes, I wish we spent a little bit more, a little bit longer in Champagne region with the better weather.
Yeah, we did go through there pretty quick.
Yes, because I was hoping to go for more walks along the hills and vineyards and stuff. But because the weather was not that great, we kind of rushed through it a little bit.
Yeah.
And for you?
For me, no, not for me really, because I thought it took longer than I expected anyway. So
Okay.
yeah, no, not for me.
All right. Oh, I'm hold up.
Yeah, that's the last. An ultimate question, I think. Worst stop and why? From Love in Life.
Oh, worst stop and why?
There was a couple of bad stops. Lyon was pretty bad. It had a bad atmosphere. And it had a bad reputation as well.
Yes, and that's when you had your fishing rod stolen?
Yeah, they stole my fish and a reel, fishing rod and reel.
And we literally left the boat just for an hour.
Yeah, because we didn't feel very easy about leaving the boat, you know.
I had to go do shopping. And, and even only in just 1 hour, the fishing rod was gone.
Yeah.
So, like, you know. So, obviously, they have to watch us. And once we stepped off the boat, they must have gone through it.
Yeah, they must have just took anything they could find laying on board.
Yeah.
And the other one was Arles. Although I liked Arles as the town was really good. The actual mooring was pretty poor.
That's right, because actually there was no mooring.
There was no mooring on
We
it.
stopped by somebody's...
private pontoon.
Yeah.
That belonged to some kind of a club or affiliation.
Yeah.
And we had to leave €10. We didn't have to, but they asked us if we could leave some money as a, you know.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
gift.
Fair enough. You
Which
know,
we didn't mind.
used it.
But it was very, very rolly.
Exactly.
It was.
Yeah, every
that was
time
the most
when
rolly.
the barges went past, we were all over the place.
Yeah,
so,
it was really bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, those two, Arles, because it's the rolly.
Yeah.
and that's where we hit the wall as well.
Oh, that's right, with the keel.
Yeah, if you ever go to Arles,
be super careful.
Do not try to moor along the wall, because there's another wall under the water you can't see.
That's right.
And we found it.
Yeah. Luckily the boat is okay.
Yeah.
All right, so one more for me. Question from Giveback. Do you have a timeline of which countries to visit and when? No idea, Keith. I'm sorry, but everything seems to take longer than we originally thought. All the time something comes up, like with PJ. You know, we got delayed big time with PJ because obviously we had to wait for
we had to wait there for the results.
Exactly, vet visits, and obviously the weather as well.
Yeah, waiting for weather windows to move along.
Yeah, I'm sure once the weather picks up.
Yeah, once the weather picks up, we'll make greater progress.
We'll do. Yeah, we'll go much further in shorter time.
Yeah, you will get longer days.
But we would like to be in Greece by late summer.
Yeah, I'd say early September.
Yeah, that would be lovely. So at the moment, this is our goal.
Yeah.
And the last question.
There is one more. Okay, I'll get the last question. And it is from Magda K.
Okay. Oh, it actually matched together, look.
What's the end destination? Well, who knows, Magda? We could go on for another 2 weeks yet. Or we could,
no, we do plan to go around the world.
Once we finally leave the Lavandou,
yes,
we'll be on our way. But we have the end destination when we set out was Queenborough.
Yes, well, we have to go back to Queenborough because that's where you're gonna do complete circumnavigation.
Yeah, so we have to return to Queenborough.
We have to return to Queenborough, but
eventually,
when it's going to be 10 years time?
Yeah, who knows?
If not longer.
Yeah.
Judging by our speed at the moment. So yeah. Brilliant. So that's all the questions. Thanks so much for listening. Apologies for the audio. Yes, we realize we do have problem with microphones.
Yeah.
We need to invest in new ones, I think.
Yeah, so if you've got any recommendations for some good microphones even. Yeah, even microwaves, we'll have some of them.
Yeah.
And because these ones are not very good in the wind.
Exactly.
So
yeah, thanks so much for watching.
And thanks for your questions.
Yes, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, comment, share. We would really, really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being with us. And watch out for the next episode, which is going to come out soon. And it will be about the Lavandou. We show you a little bit of places and some boat work as well.
Yeah, interesting. Okay.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.